Hello friends, let us start our chapter Minerals and Energy Resources. So now in the last, let us come to the non-conventional sources of energy one by one. By picture I think it is clear. The first we are taking solar energy. Solar energy we are getting energy from sun, it's from its heat. So before doing the other points of solar energy, let us do one thing that there are two types of solar energy. We are getting energy from solar. First, by through these solar panels. Here are solar panels where there are so many solar cells in it, which convert solar heat into solar electric energy. As we know that energy can transfer from one form to another form, from kinetic to potential, or from potential to kinetic energies. So here the solar heat transform into electricity through these solar panels. There is another method also, as you can see here in these diagrams. In the concave manner, mirrors are there, and here is a pipe. So these all mirrors concentrate heat on this pipe. This is how this pipe become too hot, and we send water from here. As you can see here, the whole plant near Los Angeles, that this is how we send water from here, and the water rotate like this and then go to the plant. Its steam goes to the plant where the steam energy used to produce electricity. So this is how we see two types of electricities are produced through it. Being a tropical country, India has enough scope for the production and the utilization of the solar energy. Maximum part of India is hot region. If we see at present, then about 20 megawatt per square kilometer per annum energy can be produced from solar energy in India. It can be produced in India, as we know that solar energy can be used for cooking, pumping. You can use it for pumping also, the steam and heating water. Many houses people are using solar energy for their source of geyser in their home. Refrigerator and street lightings also. In rural area it is very easy for us. We can use street light because we see the electricities are not there. And the third desert can become the biggest solar powerhouse in India because it is the place where more than 98% time period of this area they get direct solar lights. Means there is no barriers of clouds here, and obviously it's a hot place also, and that is why India's largest solar plant is located at Madhapur, Gujarat, means in the West India. So there is a lot of potential to produce solar energy in Gujarat and Rajasthan in West India. Not only it has a clear skies for the considerable part of the year in Rajasthan and Gujarat, but abundant insolation is get by this region, and obviously cheaper insolation. It is a cheaper insolation and easier management also. The main thing we can add here is the renewable and pollution free source of energy. So let us come to the next one, and this next one is the wind energy. Wind energy we are using, as you can see here, these are very huge fans, and here are the generator. When the fan rotates, it rotates the generator also, as you can see here, and this is how it generates the electricity. This is the one method. uh, we see the sugarcane juice readies on the footpath areas. So here the method they are using is like they, when they rotate, so it rotates a circle of iron like this, and another circle is connected with it like this. So when it rotates, it rotates like this, so it also rotate it like this. So this is the method which are using in this wind energy, not in the sea area but like on a land area. When there is a solar plant, so when solar plant rotates, so it rotates the pipe also, which pipe is under the underground, and when it pipe rotates, it pump out the water also. So we are using wind energy for pumping out water also, and for this purpose also. It is used for many purposes, like pumping water means irrigation, and also generate electricity. In India, we have 20,000 megawatt potentiality to produce wind energy. The 85% sites with a potential of 4,500 megawatt have been identified in Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Gujarat, Kerala, Maharashtra, and Lakshadweep, in these all coastal regions. The coastal region is important because they get continuous wind, the land streams and the water streams. And if it's asking about the largest wind plant in India, then the largest wind farm in India, it is a cluster of wind farm which produces 150 megawatt of electricity. It is in Tamil Nadu. Now let us come to the biogas plant. If we were asking about biogas plant, then here we are using the energy plantation, urban waste, farm waste, human waste, etc. to generate electricity. Basically, we are using the cow dungs for it. As you can see here, the plant is like this. From here, we put wet organic waste, the cow dung and other, with water, and they go inside these areas. With the help of water, become a slurry type which produces gas. I think the gas is known as methane gas, known as the biogas. Especially it is used for producing, for the cooking purposes, and when the wastage or the effluent is left, if this effluent is used for the agriculture purposes. And so this is how it is, not only it is a recyclable, but recyclable and also a renewable source of energy. Here you can see a cow dung and a urine go to the bio disasters, and the effluent goes for biofertilizers, and when it produces the fodder, and this fodder is used by cow, and then cow gives us cow dung. So this is how the biogas is going on, and the gas is produced by it is used for the cooking purposes. So let's write down some points of it. The energy is derived from shrubs, farm waste, animals, and human waste. It has a higher thermal efficiency in comparison to the kerosene, dung cake, and charcoal. Energy produced can be used for, as we already discussed, for the cooking purposes especially, and also for lighting, and the residual can be used as a manure. And as we know that more than 70% of India lies in rural area, so here we easily get these all things, especially the cow dungs, and maximum number of the maximum populations of the animals are, or the cattle are in India. So this is the best source of energy in India. The others are geothermal, sorry, MAL, thermal energy. As you can see here, as we go downwards to the earth, the temperature increases. You can see here that how much temperature is more than 9,000 degrees centigrade temperature under the, if we go under 4,000 miles. Actually the ratio of it is in the crust, only in crust it is 34 to 35 meter. If we go inside, the temperature increase 1 degree centigrade. In the crust the rate is like this. So this is how we can use this heat also. So as it is written here also, the geothermal energy refers to the heat and electricity produced by using the heat from the interior of the earth, means the underground heat of the earth that we are using. I think you all see the hot springs in the world. Geothermal energy exists because earth grows progressively hotter with the increasing depth, as you can see here in this diagram also. And here the geothermal gradient is very high, and also we get a very high temperature here, and this high temperature are found at shallow depth. And we see in some areas where we get groundwater. In such areas heat groundwater from the rocks are coming and they become hot, as I gave example of the hot springs. Plus if we go to the hilly areas in Himalayas also, here also we see these types of things. It is so hot that when it raises the earth surface, it turns into steam, and this steam is used to derive turbines and produce electricity. Means here this we are using this steam energy. If we see in world, there are a lot of hot springs. In India also we have a lot of hot springs, and these all hot springs we can use for producing electricity. In India at present we have only two geothermal plants, and the first one is located in the Parvati Valley near Manikaran in the Mandi district of Himachal Pradesh. The first plant is this one. This was established by the Britishers in India, and later now we also established recently a new plant in the Punga Valley of the Ladakh. Or we can understand it through this diagram also. You can see this diagram that we send the cold water here, and this is how this pipe is connected with the hot water. Here the temperature is high, and this is how it produced hot water, or we can say steam, and this steam directly goes to the plant, and this is how we are using geothermal energy. Now let us come to the next one, and that is the tidal energy. We come to the tidal energy. As we know that high tide and low tide continuously comes, meaning twice high tide and twice low tide. So this energy of high tide low tide we are using for producing electricity. Here you can see that when high tide comes, here is our turbine. We rotate the turbine and the water goes here. Now because of this the water raised up, and when low tide comes the water's direction goes towards this side, and we used this also helps in this plant because the water goes from opposite direction. Now also it rotates the fan, and this is how we get from the high tide and the low tide, means the tide coming in at that time also, and when the tide going outside at that time also. Or this map also I can help you. This is how fan is here, the water goes in the tunnel, the fan or the generator is here, or we can see the turbine is here, and this is how when water goes from this direction to this direction, it rotates the fans. Not only this, in the beach areas we also put these types of fans, and when this fan rotates according to the currents of the sea, and this also helps to produce the electricity. One most plants are like this. When waves comes, high tides come, it compresses the air here in this chamber, and when it compresses the air, this air goes, or this compressed air push this piston, and this is how the electricity produced. This is how we see India is very lucky that it has more than 7,516.6 kilometer long coastline, including Andaman Nicobar and Lakshadweep. So we are very lucky for it, and maximum part of it comes in torrid zone, where we see too high. When high tide comes, the level of high tide is too much high. So India is very lucky for it. Though we are not producing too much tidal energy, but India has a lot of potentiality to produce tidal energy also. So this is how we see India has a lot of source to produce energy from these non-conventional sources of energy. And this is how we complete our 10th class chapter, Minerals and Energy Resources. I hope the concept of the chapter is clear. Even then, if you face any kind of problem, you can send your comment to me. We, the Adon Networking team, is ready to clear your each and every doubt. Or you can visit to my blog also, which is bipindogra.blogspot.in. Thank you, student.